everyone, and welcome back to Master English Channel, where learning English is very simple and natural. I am Sarah.
And hello, everyone. I'm Kevin.
Okay, so today we are talking about something that every single person needs.
Whether you work in an office, a shop, a restaurant, or anywhere, this episode is for you.
Today, we are giving you 25 phrases for talking to your boss in English.
These phrases will make you sound confident, professional, and natural.
You will never feel nervous talking to your boss again after this episode.
These are real phrases that real people use every day at work.
So, let us get into it.
I just wanted to check in with you.
You say this when you want to see how things are going, or if your boss needs anything from you. For example, you walk up to your boss and say, "Hi, I just wanted to check in with you about the project."
Do you have a moment?
This is a polite way to ask if your boss is free to talk. You never just start talking, you ask first. For example, you knock on the door and say, "Excuse me, do you have a moment?"
I wanted to update you on something.
You use this to share new information about your work. It shows you are on top of things. For example, you send a message and say, "Hi, I wanted to update you on something. The report is almost ready."
I'll take care of it.
This means you will handle something yourself. Your boss does not need to worry. For example, your boss mentions a problem and you say, "Don't worry, I'll take care of it."
Could you give me some guidance on this?
You say this when you need your boss to help you or point you in the right direction. For example, you're not sure what to do and you say, "I'm not sure how to move forward. Could you give me some guidance on this?"
I appreciate your feedback.
You say this after your boss tells you something, even if it is hard to hear. It shows maturity and respect. For example, your boss gives you notes on your work and you say, "Thank you. I really appreciate your feedback."
I'll get that done by end of day.
This means you will finish the task before the day is over. It shows your boss they can count on you. For example, your boss asks for a report and you say, "Of course, I will get that done by end of day."
I wanted to ask for your opinion.
This shows you value what your boss thinks. It's a great way to start a conversation. For example, you sit down and say, "I have 2 ideas and I wanted to ask for your opinion."
Just to make sure I understand.
You use this before repeating back what your boss said. It shows you are listening carefully. For example, your boss explains a task and you say, "Just to make sure I understand, you want this done by Friday, right?"
I'm working on it right now.
This reassures your boss that you have not forgotten and that things are moving. For example, your boss asks for a task and you say, "Yes, I'm working on it right now."
I wanted to let you know.
You use this to share information before your boss has to ask. It shows you are open and honest. For example, something changed in the plan and you say, "Hi, I just wanted to let you know, there's been a small delay."
Would it be okay if...
This is a very polite way to ask for permission. You use it before making a request. For example, you want to leave early and you say, "Would it be okay if I left a little early today?" Hey, real quick, if this is helping you, please like this episode and share it with someone at work.
And subscribe to Master English Channel so you get every new episode.
Okay, back to the phrases.
I have a question about that.
This is simple and direct. You say it when something is not clear to you. For example, your boss finishes explaining and you say, "Actually, I have a question about that."
I will follow up on that.
This means you will check on something and report back. It shows responsibility. For example, your boss asks about a client and you say, "I am not sure yet, but I will follow up on that today."
Is there anything else you need from me?
You say this at the end of a meeting or conversation. It shows you are willing to do more. For example, you finish giving your update and then ask, "Is there anything else you need from me?"
I will keep you posted.
This means you will give your boss updates as things change. For example, you're waiting for news and you say, "I do not have an answer yet, but I will keep you posted."
I think I may need a little more time.
You use this when a deadline is too tight. It is polite and honest. For example, your boss gives you a task and you say, "I want to do this well. I think I may need a little more time.
I will make sure that doesn't happen again.
You say this after making a mistake. It shows your boss you are taking it seriously. For example, something went wrong and you say, I am sorry about that. I will make sure that does not happen again.
Could we set up a time to talk?
You use this to ask for a meeting. It's more professional than just walking in. For example, you have something important to discuss and you say, when you have a chance, could we set up a time to talk?
I'm happy to help with that.
This shows enthusiasm and a good attitude. Your boss will always notice that. For example, your boss asks who can handle a new task and you say, I'm happy to help with that.
I wanted to get your thoughts on this.
This is similar to asking for an opinion, but it feels a little more casual and open. For example, you show your boss a document and say, before I finish this, I wanted to get your thoughts on this.
I'm on it.
This is short and strong. It means you are already handling something. For example, your boss says they need something done and you say, no problem, I'm on it.
Thank you for the opportunity.
You say this when your boss gives you a new task, a promotion, or a chance to grow. For example, your boss gives you a big project and you say, I really mean it. Thank you for the opportunity.
I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
This means you want to confirm that you both understand things the same way. For example, before you start a big task, you say, before I begin, I just want to make sure we are on the same page.
I will have an update for you soon.
You say this when your boss is waiting for news and you do not have a full answer yet. For example, your boss asks how things are going and you say, things are moving well. I will have an update for you soon.
I really enjoyed working on this.
This shows passion and a positive attitude. Say it when you finish a project or task. For example, you hand in your work and say, here it is. I really enjoyed working on this. And those are your 25 phrases for talking to your boss in English.
Use even 3 or 4 of these tomorrow and your boss will notice the difference.
You do not need to be perfect. You just need to sound natural and confident. And now you can.
And we have a little challenge for you today in the comments.
We want you to write one situation where you would use a phrase from today.
Maybe you'd say, I will take care of it, or do you have a moment? Tell us the situation below.
We read every comment and we love hearing from you.
Subscribe to Master English channel if you haven't already.